Morning televiewers, it's a pleasure and we are happy to be back again. Thank God it's a new week, it's Monday. Yes, most of us were down last week, but we're back again, all right? We're back again full with energy. At times, sickness is just room for you to rest. But whatever the case, I'm glad I'm not just back alone, but I'm back with some other person too that was sick. Having said that, we hope you did enjoy what Madam Wami did last week. Gosh, girl can be so strong. Oh my God, that's something I love about this house. We can fit into any shoes at any time. And I just love this family for that. But whatever the case, just know that all our slots will be here present. Yes, we'll be getting into DK's kitchen. Madam Wami will be telling us the do's and don'ts of life. Meanwhile, some other person will be fitting into Peldrin's shoe to tell us the things that are happening around our neighborhood. But right about now, let's meet the other housemates that are in the house. Gosh, sister, how did that sickness treat you?
You don't really want to know. The sickness really dealt with me. To think that, anyways, they say that a doctor cannot really cure themselves, you know. So, it was not really a good one. See, the whole of this week
Was it the situation of a carpenter not having a chair in his own house?
Exactly. you know the thing. Like Shumenda's wearing those kind of funny shoes.
Yeah,
You know,
I can
and
imagine,
like
no.
that. But I'm happy. I'm up and strong and kicking and sitting here again to tell you what and what you are not supposed to do when it comes to health in the morning. And yes, to always get into my kitchen. Well, always have the taste, you know, of what?
Africa. To an extent, you know, I felt like it's because of this so much passion that we have for each other that I felt sick, and then a day or two after you decided to join me.
Well,
what was that?
They say birds of a feather flock together, two sides of a coin.
In
you
that sense, I wouldn't accept it, sister. No. If it's that, all of us have to follow that trend, then we'll shut down this place.
Okay, let's say two sides of a coin. You cannot have one side without having the other side. Okay, two sides of a coin is better.
Anyway, we don't pray for that.
No, it was just a coincidence. Natural coincidence.
And look at the coincidence we have on our screens. We all came in blue.
Oh. Well, the spirit is moving to the permanent side.
Anyway, let me leave you at that and get to thank this beauty for taking our space last week and doing a great job. Gosh, if you didn't enjoy her, then I'm sorry to say, maybe you're just jealous. But a sister does what she knows how to do best. Oh, Madam Wami, thank you again.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. That's the truth. Did you watch yourself? Not really.
Can I be truth? Can I say the truth? No.
Yes. You can.
Just one time.
Just one time.
Yeah.
And how did you feel?
I typed a message.
Yeah, my husband was like, "Oh my
God!" She got back to it again. Her husband.
Yes, because I actually typed a message. I was like, "Wow, Madam Wami, that's a great job." Wow. And then I just focused on the screen and forgot that I had to send the message. And when the program was over, I was like, "Wow, that was really a great job." I sent her a private message, and then when I was about sending her a different message, I discovered that
you didn't send
I didn't actually send the original message at time because I was just focused on the screen. And I was like, "Wow, the girl can be gorgeous and having too much sense." That's like kind of
and
things
do you hear the compliment? We say it's very important for partners to compliment their wives or husbands, and you guys think we are kidding. The first person that complimented her was her boo, and he was like, "Wow,
He was watching every day.
Oh my! I hope he's still watching.
Of course.
Anyway, there'll be many more days Madam Wami to do that. Not because we are sick, but just because it will be her turn to do it. Meanwhile, I equally miss this other fine girl. Gosh, BT Media has got beautiful chicks, I must say. Anyway, whatever the case, I missed an ebony girl that just makes me wish I could turn black. At times, I feel like I'm a war mistake because I'm not actually fair, neither am I actually black. But looking at this girl, gosh, sister, you rock.
My God. Solange.
Yes.
You.
I'm back.
Seriously, you are back. I can notice you are back. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sweetie.
So, how are you this morning?
Seeing you girls just brings life back to me.
Amen.
You know, sleeping on that bed for a whole week, I felt like I was gradually rotting away.
Oh, thank God you are here today. Thank God for health.
Sure.
Bonjour les filles. Coucou à la maison, nous sommes de retour un lundi plus tôt. Waouh, j'ai envie de dire waouh parce que... Mais est-ce qu'à la télé on connaît le férié, ma chérie? Ouais, on va alors aller où? Toi, je t'amène faire les ongles. Je voulais t'amener faire les ongles. Malheureusement, tes ongles sont... Vous, je voulais vous amener vous faire de nouvelles coiffures. Malheureusement, vous avez de toutes nouvelles coiffures.
Non, ce que tu fais là, c'est ce qu'on appelle...
This girl is trying to do politics.
What is politics?
What's that? DK, tell her that if we get angry, we are just going to take off these things.
She doesn't know. In fact, she knows. She's very aware of it.
Je vais réfléchir durant
You should ask us what we want.
Exactly.
I don't want to
The
ask that.
answer I was
Something might happen
expecting...
to me.
No, the answer I was expecting you to ask her was, est-ce que je suis musulman? You would have gone free.
Mais
But
c'est hier quand on faisait la fête du mouton.
tu dis quoi? Aujourd'hui, c'est Boxing Day, ma soeur. On ne blague pas comme ça.
Est-ce que je suis musulman?
Non, ce que tu fais là, c'est le style.
Juste parce que c'est férié, c'est un bon jour pour sortir.
Ces filles ont décidé avec moi ce matin.
C'est vrai que je suis venue de bonne humeur, mais elles ont augmenté ma bonne humeur. J'ai l'intention de vous en donner beaucoup aujourd'hui. Donc restez avec nous pour la suite du programme et on ne bouge pas.
Anyway, since she has decided not to make a promise on live TV, we are certainly going to get her behind the cameras. What do you think, DK?
Positively, yes.
Oh my.
Certainly, it's a positive yes. And you know the routine, right? There's always a topic on our screens that goes a long way in teaching either you, a family member, a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or whoever it is that you want to call it. Now, most of us have overtime, especially women. Yes, today is Women's Affair, all right? We feel like, no, a woman's money is her money, but a hubby's money is their money. So the big question is, why should your money be yours and then your husband's own should become a general something? Which is the reason we decided to ask this question today. As breadwinner, can a woman aptly cater for the family? As a breadwinner, as the only person that is working, can you actually assume the responsibilities of your husband, considering he's probably jobless, he's probably going through a crisis, he's probably sick? Can you fit into his shoes and do all the things that he normally does? This is a question we're trying to find out today. But whatever the case, grab a seat and stay back, because trust me, with the energy DK came back with, you don't even want to know. And unfortunately for me, and unfortunately for her, I have to begin with Anyway, let's get started, sweetie. Not everybody will understand who a breadwinner is, so can you enlighten us?
I was sitting on this chair, I was just like definition of terms, and then I had to go through the topic again to make sure that, okay, there was nothing really there that's going to make me stumble. Well, when we talk of somebody that is a breadwinner, it means a person that works to be able to support the family, pay the bills, provide for the family, pay children's school fees, maybe go an extra mile to help your in-laws and your own extended family. So when we talk of a breadwinner, it is that person that works to do all, to cover all other expenses that has to do with the running, smooth running of a home.
It's he that caters for the smooth running of the home. And there's something I forgot to admit during the start of the program. Did you notice the balance in the house today?
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah.
Gosh, you have too much sense.
Well, it doesn't, that's true, but I think I noticed that we all have purple somehow.
DK, what do you thank you for that energy? Anyway, that's what DK thinks breadwinning is. Let's hear from Madame Wami. So to you, who is a breadwinner, darling?
Je pense pareil que Diké, donc je vais simplement dire ça pour ceux qui sont de langue française.
All right.
Donc je pense que c'est la personne qui gagne le pain à la maison, ou alors la personne qui est... c'est quoi le bon terme en français pour dire ça? La personne qui apporte des rentrées financières, si on peut dire ça. C'est la personne qui sort, qui travaille et qui parvient, n'est-ce pas, à couvrir les charges de la maison. Les charges de la maison qui peuvent être diverses. Il y a des charges primaires, il y a des charges secondaires. Donc, c'est cette personne-là qui, tous les matins, sort ou alors tous les soirs, peu importe le travail que cette personne fait, mais qui est la personne qui a la responsabilité, n'est-ce pas, de couvrir les charges générales de la maison.
Thank you very much. Now, we claim that there should be balance in our homes in the sense that both the man and the woman are supposed to cater for the family's needs and upkeeps and stuff like that. But there is a general philosophy out there that the man is supposed to assume the responsibilities of a house. Coming back to you, Anne-Marie, who do you think is supposed to be responsible for providing for the house and the family?
Oh my. Faut pas me compromettre. Faut pas me faire changer d'avis. Let me speak. I beg. I have to flow.
Flow, sister.
Je pense que de manière basique, c'est la responsabilité de l'homme de s'occuper de la maison financièrement. Mais, comme dans toutes circonstances, il y a un mais. Si on veut prendre le cas d'aujourd'hui, oui, ça peut, la femme aussi également peut s'occuper de cette responsabilité-là, mais généralement, nous savons que c'est le travail de l'homme. Quand il faut payer le loyer, c'est l'homme. Quand il faut rationner, c'est lui. Quand il faut... C'est un homme, c'est le travail de ton homme. Donc, même s'il ne travaille pas, mon ami, il faut se trouver un moyen quand même de ramener quelque chose à la maison. Sinon, la femme pourrait quand même, quelque part, essayer de supporter la famille pendant pas très longtemps. Si c'est 2 semaines, 1 mois, 2 mois, ça va. C'est pas tuant. Si c'est trop que ça devient...
Anyway, that's entirely in your opinion, but I
Yeah.
love the fact where you say that times are changing and women are assuming responsibilities. Anyway, let's just hold on that because many are yet to join us in the house. Remember, distance shouldn't stop you from getting to learn from what we have prepared to share with you, as well as endeavor to use the numbers on your screens to let us know what you think about today's topic. All right, having said that, let's go for our very first musical interlude, which will help you lighten up, get up, call somebody, tell somebody to tell another person that it is that time that we get to chit chat about those things that go a long way in making our lives better. Let's go for our first musical piece. A beautiful piece, I must say. Talent is found everywhere, be it on the streets, in the high-class places, or wherever. Talent is talent, and many people can identify with it. I remember when Stanley just dropped Hempe. Trust me, the first week of Hempe was like, what's this guy doing? But look at where Hempe has taken Stanley to. So, talent can be identified, and talent can be from anywhere. It can be from the gutters, it can be from the backyard, it can be from the highest sophisticated points in life. That is one thing about talent. Talent does not identify with standards. I don't know if you agree with me.
That's very true.
All right, talking of standards, DK Wadi, let's get back to you. All right. Now we have, it's not really the hot seat. We have looked at breadwinning to be the person that caters for the need of the family. But there's this little confusion I have that I'll love us to clarify. Is breadwinning directly linked to finance, as in money? Is breadwinning all about bringing in money?
No, not really, not particularly, because when we talk about breadwinning, we talk about you being able to make sure that your family doesn't starve.
Sure.
To make sure that your children are well-to-do. They have something to eat. They don't go around maybe from one neighbor's house to the other to beg for food or money. Make sure that your husband's dignity is still intact. And how will your husband's dignity be intact if you are happy? And you can only be happy maybe when you've eaten. Because trust me, it's bad when you don't have money and then you don't have food. It's not just bad, it's terrible. Because it's like a very frustrating situation. If you are in the house with just your husband, it can go. But in a case or a scenario where there are kids,
can it really go? Don't you realize that without the say a hungry man is an angry man? Don't you realize that between the couples they start fighting?
You can actually manage poverty and hunger when you're just the two of you. Mm-hmm. You understand? There are some things that you sit and you look at, like you do like a retrospect, like this man has come a long way, he has always been providing, he has, and you can tame your own anger, you can tame even the hunger that is in you. You understand? But in a situation where there are children, when you sit there and the child come, Mama, j'ai faim.
Est-ce qu'on dit même Mama, j'ai faim? The way the child will look at you.
That's just it. You understand? The frustration gets double, like it, not even double, like triple or
You're
more.
first of all stressed about their well-being, and then they open up again. It just makes you miserable.
Yes, it's very bad. So if you can, maybe not actually have the finances, but you can be able to make sure that you work. Some people that have, their basic needs are available. Someone that has a farm, you go to your farm, you do your harvest, and through that harvest, you can always have finance. Because you can be able to maybe sell maybe cassava that you harvested from the farm, maybe plantains, cocoyam, you sell and then you pay 1 or 2 bills, be able to make the children go to school. Trust me, you're always going to be very happy.
Madame Wami, do you support that?
Ouais, c'est vrai que par le passé, par le début, quand tu as évoqué le fait que est-ce que quelqu'un qui est le gagne-pain de la maison, c'est forcément rattaché aux finances? Avec des primes abord, je pensais d'abord aux finances parce que quand on parle de la personne qui prend toutes les charges, justement, l'aspect financier et avec toutes les charges, c'est vrai qu'il y a les aliments, justement, que quelqu'un peut travailler et apporter la nourriture à la maison. Mais à côté de ça, il y a plusieurs autres aspects. Peut-être s'il faut habiller les gens, s'il faut payer les factures, s'il faut faire tout ça, ça requiert forcément de l'argent. Et à la fin de la journée, même si tu travailles, tu vas forcément toujours devoir commercialiser ce que tu récoltes pour vendre et pour ramener de l'argent. Donc c'est vrai que pour moi, au moins à 90%, je vais rattacher ça à l'aspect financier, oui. C'est vrai qu'il peut y avoir d'autres domaines comme peut-être, comme tu as dit, quelqu'un qui cultive bien, qui fait d'autres choses et qui soutient la famille et qui n'a forcément rien à voir avec l'argent. Mais à 90%, moi je dirais c'est d'abord attaché aux finances.
To an extent, it's mostly affiliated to finance. Anne-Marie, you are so much in support of that. You have something to add?
Pas vraiment, pas vraiment. Je voulais ajouter ce qu'Emilie a dit en disant que peu importe ce que tu peux ramener à la maison, il n'y a rien qu'on ne puisse vraiment faire sans finance. Parce que peu importe, que ce soit les bananes, tout ça, après on a fini par dire que tu vas finir, tu vas aller vendre parce qu'il y aura d'autres aspects de la maison qu'il va falloir supporter et cela avec de l'argent.
Ouais. Okay, earlier on, DK Wadi, we were asking the question if the man is supposed to be the only breadwinner of the family. When I came back, I forgot to get your opinion on that. Do you think the man should be the sole breadwinner of the family?
When we talk about the family, it's not just an individual. When you take family, it's something that is global. Trust me, you cannot want to be a family and then when it comes to finances, you isolate yourself. If you're living alone, if that man is not in your life, you're still going to put food on your table, you're still going to pay your bills, you're still going to wear clothes, you're still going to do your hair, and every other thing running for you.
Normally.
That's just it. So I don't see why a man should get into your life and then automatically it's like a bank card. No, he is not your bank card. You are supposed to be a helpmate to that man.
It's a partnership.
No, I want to take this biblically. You are instead supposed to be a helpmate to that man and not the other way around. I don't know why when people get to read the Bible, they turn it upside down in such a way that it gets to favor them. Husband is supposed to love the wife. The woman is supposed to submit to the man and be a helpmate to a man that loves her. It means that if the man has by 25, you take that 25 and make sure that you people eat on that 25. Don't give him headache. Appreciate the 25 and tell him that I think that instead of us eating this 25, we can use this 25 to maybe buy granite and boil and say it's going to give us 50. That is what a helpmate is. Not for you to come and see that, what am I going to do with 25? How am I supposed to do? The bills. If the man was not there, take for example that he just falls dead. Who is going to pay your bill? And then you're going to be living off.
Going to survive.
Yes, you're going to be living off from one man to the next. That's why you can see a woman can tell you that I've been married twice, I have 5 children. Which is very true. Because maybe with the first one, she had 2, and then it did not go. Maybe the man was like, I think this thing is a 50-50. You say, no, it's not a 50-50. And then you're gone to the next. And then you get married to the next, might be a billionaire, and then he dies.
The movement continues.
Movement continues. That's why, like, with the topic that we treated the other day, why are women at a certain age considered promiscuous? Things like this begin to make people term you as promiscuous. Please, it's a family. You're not supposed to come and kill another person's child.
You're not supposed to come and kill another person's child. In the words of DK, and she means it. Imagine DK going biblical to justify her fact. Watch it. Anyway, having said that, let's walk around the neighborhoods and know what's been happening throughout the weekend. And Peldrine, sorry, I didn't remember you, mommy. I share quick recovery. This thing is moving in chains. That's why I'm begging DK that at least this love, there should be a line. Don't copy everything that happens to the next person. But we wish you a quick recovery. And Anne-Marie will be wearing your shoes today. So let's walk around the neighborhoods with Anne-Marie to know the things that happened during the weekend. It's time for gossip.
What is it? I haven't said anything yet.
You know, they say comedy is in different forms. It doesn't. Mr. Ibu does not need to say something before you laugh. He just needs to walk fast.
Okay, so I look like Mr. Ibu.
No,
I'm not even Peldrine.
What I'm trying to say is, I gave you enough time so you can.
Okay, I can
elaborate. Yes.
Give us all the details. Enter the kitchen, the toilet, every corner of the house.
Don't enter the kitchen. Every other place.
No, I'm not entering the kitchen. I'm going to Mbunda.
Okay. All right.
I'm
from Buddha.
She's a Buddha girl.
No, I'm not a Buddha girl. I'm sorry.
I am.
But you told me that you are from Buddha.
No.
Solange says she's from Buddha. Please, that's story for the gods for another day. Just continue with the gossip.
Okay. Bonjour tout le monde. I'm sorry. I will not be doing it in English. I'm doing it in French. So, si vous ne comprenez pas le French là, small time, I'll be putting small pepper inside for you to get what I'm saying. So, l'histoire s'est passée à Bouddha. Une jeune femme mariée, elle a un petit garçon et elle est enceinte. Et il y a souvent une maman au village, vous savez, les mamans qui viennent souvent dire ma chérie, voici les arachides, donne nos enfants. Je suis rentrée du marché, voici la bille, pardon, donne nos bébés. La fille a dit que, oh maman, la mère, si elle est gentille. Elle va dire ça à son mari chaque fois, la mère, si elle est gentille et tout. Sauf que la mère, là, c'est ce qu'elle est en train de prendre par derrière. Un jour, il y a les souris à la maison et tout, d'après ce que l'histoire raconte. Et il y a quand même, quand on est souvent enceinte au village, on a tendance à aller chez les tradis praticiens. Et le tradit praticien lui dit, quelle est cette femme qui vient souvent te donner des habits, oui, des petits cadeaux pour l'enfant tout le temps? Elle dit que maman, c'est ma mère c'est ma mère là-bas. Même s'il y a quelque chose, avant d'appeler ma mère, c'est d'abord elle que je suis allée voir. Le tradit praticien lui dit, fais attention. Elle dit que non, ouais, elle est trop gentille, vous devez vous tromper de personne. Tu veux voir? Elle dit oui. Tu veux voir? Elle dit oui. On dit ok. Tiens, voilà les petits remèdes. Là, après les petits remèdes, là, voilà, lui donner. Que rentre avec. Arrive à la maison, tu mets ça dans un coin. Le matin, tu vas voir la personne que ça a attrapé devant ta porte. Hey, wonderful. La fille, là, s'est réveillée le matin. Elle ouvre sa porte. On lui a dit, si, quoi qu'elle te dise, no matter what she says, yeah, don't answer. Just be quiet. If you say something, she will leave. So she needs you to open your mouth and say something so that she can leave. The girl opens the door. Hey, good morning, my dear. I'm sorry. I came this morning to see how you are feeling and the kids and the girl will not say anything. She went back inside, cleaned the house, do everything. She left. She went to the market. She came back. The woman is still there. Oui, la femme elle était toujours là. Elle est partie. Elle a préparé. Elle était là. Elle a commencé à appeler les gens au quartier. Genre, venez voir, voilà ce qui se passe, machin. Les gens sont venus voir la mère là. On a maintenant appelé le tradit praticien, elle arrive. Il dit que, ouais, je suis désolée, pardon, libère-moi. I came, I wanted to eat. I wanted to do what I used to come and do. Like, when you are sleeping, I come and eat you and your kids. Je venais comme ça vous manger et j'ai été attrapée devant la porte. Maman, pardon, dis quelque chose so that I will be able to leave this place. The girl did not say anything. And le tradit praticien lui a dit que si tu reviens encore ici, là, je vais mettre la bouteille, c'est là-bas dedans que tu vas tomber la prochaine fois. Donc ne viens plus. Il dit que no, I'm sorry, I will never come again. See, what happened? Quelqu'un qui est gentil avec toi comme ça. Always be careful.
Wow.
Même à l'église, il y a des sorciers, même à l'église.
Sure.
Especially in the churches. Oh, there is this saying that a dangerous friend is far worse than a million enemies.
Yes,
because trust me, you never see it coming.
But with your enemy, you always
You're
be careful.
yes, you're always careful. You're always on the alert. So.
En tout cas, ça s'est passé à Bouddha et il y a beaucoup d'histoires comme ça là-bas. Donc faites attention, c'est pas parce qu'une personne dit comme moi là chaque jour que la personne est forcément de bonne moralité.
That's true.
Ok, on est en train de parler de couple aujourd'hui, n'est-ce pas?
Okay. It's about to go down.
Un jeune couple qui sont partis du lycée ensemble. Après, ils sont allés à l'université ensemble. Après, ils ont trouvé du travail. Ils ont décidé de se marier. Sauf que l'argent est trop venu brusquement. Et ils n'ont pas vu l'histoire venir. Et la fille, elle est arrivée. Normalement, tu arrives chez ton mari, tu tombes enceinte. C'est la fête pour tout le monde. Sauf que ce n'était pas la fête pour son mari. Il ne voulait pas que la fille soit enceinte. Il fallait jouer la vie d'abord. La pauvre fille, alors, il a commencé à venir à la maison avec ses go, n'importe comment. Ils vont la traverser dans le salon, ils vont dans la chambre. Et le jour où la fille a osé dire quoi que ce soit, ça s'est passé à Bamenda, précisément en Tarinkon. Derrière, quelque part, derrière Total Tarinkon là-bas. Le jour où la fille a osé dire quelque chose. Quoi? Bim, 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 les yeux piquent, la bouche prime, les bleus.
Après tout ce temps-là,
c'est le lait qu'on te
ces
donne.
années d'amour.
C'est le lait. C'est le lait qu'on te donne. So, how you see with this one? Hey, Tantiti.
Well, I feel like they say you never say that somebody is humble till you give that person
Money.
a chunk
Yeah,
of money.
exactly.
So that's just it. Maybe the girl was humble and actually really did love the guy genuinely because she did not change. It was the guy that changed. For a couple like that, the only best thing that can happen to both of you is that the fruit
Like
of the
after
womb.
12 years.
After 12 years, what kind of life do you want to play again that you've not lived?
There is money now.
There is money, there is
You have to-
everything. You people have no. I think the guy was faking it all along. Maybe in situation like this, if you want to dig deep, you might see that maybe the girl, maybe parents were trying to support this guy through school, or maybe giving this guy some sort of money, or maybe the girl was a little bit maybe she had a little bit of money than the guy, and she was the one constantly supporting this guy, and this guy did not have like any other choice than to just play along with the love story and all that. And trust me, for a man to cheat on you till he rubs it in your face, it means that it's something he has been doing a long time. He was just waiting for the right time, for it to resolve, for it to surface. Not like it's something that just happened in the blink of an eye. 12
Well,
years
I
is
think
not
there
12
are other
days.
possibilities. There are other possibilities. As much as I want to agree with you, I want us to weigh other opportunities. There is a possibility that truly this couple were together and they love themselves and so on. And there's this thing we call njangsa. Njangsa is not only cream now. Njangsa too gets into food and people start misbehaving, as well as money is a bigger njangsa.
That's true.
A lot of people are just themselves because they do not have what it takes to exploit every other thing that is out there. But once money steps in and they know that I have it at my convenience, I have it at my disposal, I can do whatever, whenever, and however I want it, they go mad. So there is a possibility that actually he loved this girl. But looking at it now like, no, you know we women now. You just sit and call a man, hey, your child is sick. Is that child sick? You're already inviting him back home. And he's looking at his pocket. There are hundreds of thousands there that he wants to show to his boys.
Trust
that
me, Solange,
I have money and stuff like that.
When a man loves you, there are no two places he'd rather be than at your side. Even if he's at work, he's constantly maybe texting you, maybe trying to check up on you, and the least time he has, before you know he's there, just to maybe pay you a surprise or so. If a man loves you, he loves you. There is no need for him to get to change because money has arrived. If money comes and his love changes, it means that that love was
it's
there
not about changing
on a condition.
That's why I looked at it from two perspectives. The girls outside, you know we girls, when a guy is loaded, you start throwing eyes at him. This is a good fish. That's something he didn't have. Not everybody can manage that situation. Not everybody can manage it. Let's be honest to ourselves. Not every man will be able to manage the fact that girls are just throwing themselves at him.
Yeah.
Does not mean he loves his wife any less.
There's
this question I want us to ask her. Why is it that you find people cheating with people they do not want to keep, yet they do not want to lose the people they have? It's a mystery.
It's
not a matter of selfishness.
No, it's not a mystery. Trust me. One complements the other. Like I always say, there are women who go high and low for a man till they get married. And then when they get married to that man, everything changes. And then that man is trying to look at, like, get to know or get to have back the woman he fell in love with. He's not seeing it. And each time he tries to caution, like, this is what is happening, is a problem. So for him to not have query with you or something like that, before you know, he gets to find that thing that he had seen in you somewhere else. And since you have been there, a long memory lane, maybe during when he had nothing, supporting him, and you have his children, there's no way he's going to leave you for another woman outside.
My sister, I'm not denying that, but I just want us to understand that now. People do things they do not mean. People do things out of a situation. Like I said, finance comes with its challenges. Some people don't know how to manage money and power. Have you ever asked yourself why people do terrible things to their partners and years after they come back to tell you they're sorry?
It's because they went outside, they think they were looking for outside, they didn't find it.
No.
And maybe they found it and it's not yet anybody.
Cases.
It's true.
That is why I say, I'm not denying what you're saying, but it's not in every
man
situation.
sits and tell you that it is over without any just cause, that man always come back. 99.99 is a fact. He always comes back. Why? Because you loved him too much to a fact that he took you for granted, and then he gets outside to get to meet another person who wants to maybe want to tell him that no, I think that this, or maybe just bullshitting him. There are people, for men, a man does not really like a woman who is all submissive. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. That's just it. So when you love a man, trust me, when a woman loves, she loves with everything that she has. She's submissive to the man, respectful to the man, and even if the man gets to treat her bad, she puts it behind her and just keeps continuing. Not that she does not have her own self-pride. She considers what she feels for the man and the relationship more than her self-pride. And most men get to take that a lot for granted. That's why we have a lot of broken homes and men going out doing rubbish and shitty things and then come back after like, I'm sorry. That's true, because what they were intending to find outside, you did not actually find out, and then you get to discover that this person that I had did not only love me, did not only understand me, but was tolerant. So why am I walking around like a stray dog? So God, I don't know, for us women, they always come and they say that we are the prodigal son. I'm not Jesus.
You are not Jesus, but like I said, there are many perspectives to which we can look at it.
But this one,
the higher probability is that some men are just jerks.
Oh, DK,
bon, ok, le promoteur, comment je vais l'appeler? Quand on va dire high man général, on pense à Salatiel. Ok, il se pourrait que Salatiel soit là une dernièrement après son feat avec Beyoncé. Maintenant, c'est le clash avec MTN Cameroun. Salatiel est dans un sérieux clash avec MTN Cameroun. C'est samedi qu'il a fait un post officiel sur sa page Salatiel Salah où il disait à MTN Cameroun que trop, c'est trop. Après 5 ans que ça fait 5 ans que je viens humblement, I'll come and ask my money and you treat me anyhow. You say tomorrow is tomorrow, tomorrow is tomorrow. Jusqu'aujourd'hui, vous n'avez pas donné mon argent. Et voilà, quand je commence à vraiment vouloir demander avec force, vous dites que vous allez saboter mon album, il se pourrait que MTN ait voulu. C'est pas moi, j'ai vu ça sur la page de Salati. J'ai même fait le screenshot. J'ai même capturé l'écran comme ça. Là, si on m'appelle sur ça, il va dire que non. Voilà ça qu'on avait écrit, oui.
Mais c'est l'argent de quoi qu'MTN
Maybe it's for a promotion.
Oui, la promotion de son album. Tu vois, souvent quand on met les musiques, on appelle, ça chante exactement. Ça devrait être quelque chose
one thing I do
comme ça.
understand is it's not just about Salatiel, it's about Alphabeta, because most of their songs are played on MTN Zik. But to an extent, I just feel like he came out for people to know that this is what is going on. Because at times, people treat you anyhow, not because you do not know your right, but because they feel like you do not have backing. You do not have somebody to stand for you and stuff like that. So, to me, I looked at that post like, okay, these guys have something going on and they've been looking down on this guy, and the only way he can save his head is let the people that made him who he is know that this is what is happening to him.
Les blogueurs de showbiz sont mis. Je vois les publications partout, les partages et tout. Mettons-nous derrière Salatiel pour supporter.
I just want to ask this question, Wadi. I just want to ask this question. When was it Stanley Ortiz made a post about organizations, about companies not patronizing their own? I want to ask this question. Do you think if Salatiel were a foreign artist and he had a deal with an organization, they'll tamper with his money?
They wouldn't. No. And the truth in the matter is that they don't just pay you, they pay you like 70% upfront. That's before you even get to cancel. It means that you can actually take the 70% and call to cancel. It's seriously. It's possible. And then they don't just pay you, they pay your flight. How long will you be? 1 month. They go and rent the most expensive hotel, maybe Monfebe or Hilton, and put you there and stuff like that.
Avec ton staff,
Yes. Most expensive hotel. Even I'm sure they even call one that is 7-star hotel, put you there, and then stuff like that.
Organizations should learn how to push us to the next level. Anyway, you have just few minutes.
Dis que comme pendant que tu es en train de parler des foreign artists, fais un gola, fais un carton 0. Les artistes camerounais ont décidé de boycotter les artistes étrangers. On a pris, même comme on a pris Bendeka pour faire la première partie, quand Bendeka a fini, tous nos frères sont partis, eux, avec leur Bendeka. Quand on regardait là où il faisait son concert, là, dans la stade, comment on appelle ça? Palais des sports. Merci beaucoup. Il y avait peut-être, donc à part son staff, avec le staff avec lequel il est venu de France, là, on a loué les Hilton et tout, comme tu disais là, justement, c'est ça qui m'a rappelé l'histoire. Son staff était là, avec quelques personnes qu'on a appelées au quartier que pendant venez, vous vous asseyez là.
Well, in as much as...
Personne, sérieux. J'imagine l'argent, qu'on
I don't
a
want to be biased, but trust me, I want to say thumbs up to our artists. That was a very good thing.
Yeah.
I'm saying that without blinking
Togetherness.
twice. Yes, because I love if you people can be together like this for 5 other events. Trust me, it's going to ring a bell, and you people will be united in one way or another.
Stop the beefing and unite for things
That's
like
just it. If you people can continue like this, it's going to go a long way to help all of us. I'm sorry, Fela, for others, the stress and everything, but
please, my stars, my artists, my actors and actresses, you have to step up your game. Not stepping up your game in the sense that you ask for more money or one. They say a single broomstick, remember, it's our own proverb, African, can be easily broken, but a bundle
cannot.
It cannot. So come together and stop the beefing and see how you can forge ahead. Just a quick one before we get out of gossip. Imagine your pastor, DK Wadi. Imagine you're married to a pastor and he comes to you and say, DK, please, you know that now this other sister like this is very gifted. Can I just get married to her behind so that every other person will not know so that we can promote the ministry? Would you say yes? Just yes or no, Auntie?
No, I cannot just say yes or no. Before we get to go there, thank you. I don't, if I get married to a pastor, maybe it will backslide. Because I don't know. Those are one. It's true that people look up a lot to pastors, but a lot of them these days are just as fake as the word fake itself. Seriously. So if you just get married to me and then you come and say something like that, trust me, I'll just tell you I want to have a nightclub. You open a nightclub with my name on it, maybe DK's nightclub, so that everybody should know like what is happening. That's the condition I'll give you.
Oh my God, DK Wade, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Anyway, let's leave DK at that, but just know that some men of God can be terrible.
Yeah, that's true.
They can. And remember what the Bible says about end time. Many will come in my name.
Yeah.
You have to open your eyes, all right? Having said that, let's get back to the conversation. Gosh, I felt like we're just flowing in gossip and going and going. Or should we take a break before we come back to the topic?
Well, let's take a break so that we can grind more of this.
All right, Desmond, please, let's go on a commercial break. When we come back, we will be talking a whole lot more into today's topic.
De l'inédit au Cameroun, le tout premier collège canadien ouvre ses portes dès septembre 2019. Performance Education Center, en partenariat avec les grandes écoles canadiennes, offre aux élèves du second cycle un cadre prestigieux, calme et propice pour des études avec des enseignants chevronnés canadiens et camerounais. À Performance Education Center, obtenez le baccalauréat canadien, vous ouvrant automatiquement les portes des plus grandes universités canadiennes et du monde via les bourses d'études garanties. Performance Education Center propose également des programmes de formation bilingue de 2 ans permettant d'obtenir un permis de travail au Canada après obtention d'une attestation d'études collégiales du Québec équivalent du BTS sous l'assistance de Performance Immigration Canada. Performance Education Center est situé à Locbessou, derrière Antenne TV, 10e avenue. Performance Education Center, visa vers le Canada, tout le monde.
Music like never before on your TV. My Music TV. Your musical TV channel from BT Media Group. Quality musical selection from Cameroon and Africa. Interviews, shoutouts, and TV shows. My Music TV is the coverage and production of your musical concerts live on our channel and recorded. My Music TV is on satellite ABS3 and viewed in over 54 countries. Also on our social media platforms. My Music TV. Feel the rhythm.
Welcome back. We hope you've been enjoying yourself so far. Trust me, these girls are so energetic this Monday morning. But whatever the case, I just love them for who they are, all right? We earlier said it's a women affair today. So let's carry on. We are still asking, as breadwinner, can a woman applicate for the family? We've been looking at it from different perspectives. So let's carry on and see what comes up next. DK Wadi, moving on, I want to ask you this question. I know we do not have exact statistics, but if you were to estimate the statistics of how many women earn more than their men, what would it be?
I think it would be above 50.
All right.
Like above 50%, because trust me, like I said, women, we are blessed.
Above 50?
Yeah, above 50%
Wow.
of women earn more than their husband.
Nice.
Trust me.
Know.
Yes, above 50.
It's nowadays.
Yes, nowadays.
Yeah, she's talking
I'm talking about now.
The present.
Nowadays, yes. And that's why you get to see that nowadays, most women, since they are earning more than their men nowadays, most homes are breaking nowadays. That's true. Why? Because a woman will not want to see you talk to her anyhow. At the back of her mind, she is the one bringing much to the table. We get to see that some men may even get to close from work, don't want to go home.
Yeah.
Yes, they prefer to hang out maybe with friends or go visit somebody. They always have something extra to do, so that when they get home, they just get to chat, maybe little with their wife, so they don't get to cross the line and then start quarreling when they already have a tiring day. Maybe bathe, just eat, and then go to bed peacefully to avoid those conflicts. Some women might have been given that position by their husband. Like, okay, I think that since I'm doing this job that's taking much of my time, and you're also doing this job that's taking much of your time, why don't you do a business? And then she actually accepts, quit her job, and then the husband funds her business, and then it flourishes.
The business flourishes.
Yes, at the end of the day, the business flourishes and is bringing in way more money than they expected.
Husband is earning.
And the woman is all over the place. Trust me, it's very easy for a man to be to contain himself, whether or not he's a billionaire, than a woman to get to contain herself when she is a billionaire. You never hear a man insult the woman like, I'm the one taking care of you, and your the probability is low. You understand? The probability is very low for a man that you sit and then you get to a home or you get to somewhere and then you hear a man. Even if a man goes out and say that, every other man will be like, yeah, it's your responsibility. Yes. But for a woman, just do something fishy. Let her just suspect that you greeted Suzanne twice in a row. Like, seriously, I am here working my ass for you, providing food for you, giving you shelter, paying your children's school fees. She forgets that those children also has taking care of your mother, and forgetting that without that parent, she'll never have met you, and you will never have maybe fallen in love with her, giving her those beautiful kids, or maybe financing her.
You're so nice today.
I'm not nice. I'm just being real. That's the truth. I'm just being real. It's not a matter of being nice. There are some things that we should face it up front. Some women are just all over the place. Even with you, other women. Just the fact that they feel like I am better than you. Trust me, they just get to undermine you.
Over you.
That's just it. If you meet a woman like that, that is already feeling complex with another woman. I pity her husband. Seriously.
Dike certainly pities her husband. But whatever the case, we are going to look at how this affects most homes, just like Dike said. But before we get into that, Madam Wami, are you in support of what Dike said? That if she were to estimate the statistics of women that earn more than their husbands, it will be 50 and above?
Bon, c'est vrai que je ne vais pas arriver jusqu'à 50%, je dirais peut-être 30%.
Ouais, moi aussi.
Mais ça existe aujourd'hui, ça existe beaucoup. Les femmes qui gagnent, c'est vrai que ce n'est pas trop comme ça. Ça existe. Et j'avoue que ça affecte beaucoup les foyers. Beaucoup, ça affecte beaucoup négativement, surtout les foyers. Parce que dans les foyers où la femme est au-dessus, la probabilité pour que ce foyer soit un foyer paisible est très faible. la plupart des temps, dans les foyers comme ceux-là, c'est les guerres constantes, c'est les disputes constantes, c'est les chamaillements à tout bout de champ. Parce que rares sont les femmes qui vont avoir ce niveau-là
et avoir
à leur mari et avoir justement la même humilité que lorsqu'elles sont en dessous de leur mari. Vous allez voir, naturellement, la femme sait qu'on doit s'occuper d'elle. Donc quand elle se retrouve dans une posture où c'est elle qui s'occupe maintenant de l'homme, naturellement, elle va devenir désagréable. C'est-à-dire que c'est de façon naturelle. Maintenant, il faut vraiment chercher, beaucoup chercher pour trouver une femme qui est dans cette posture-là et qui continue d'être une femme humble, qui continue d'être une femme aimante et qui continue de bien remplir son rôle de femme au foyer. Vraiment, on n'en trouverait pas. C'est vraiment rare.
It is actually rare, but just like they said, the few cases, the shows are very few, all right? Coming to you, Anne-Marie, let's look at it from a complete different angle. What do you think is the strength of marriages where the woman is the breadwinner of the family?
Vraiment, c'est un mariage faible. C'est un mariage qui n'a pas une base solide. Parce que, croyez-moi, un mariage où l'homme a perdu l'autorité, c'est un mariage qui est à 80% voué à l'échec. Parce que, généralement, l'homme, il sait qu'il est homme quand il sait qu'il rentre comme ça. Tu dis, chérie, je veux me faire les tresses. Même quand tu as de quoi te faire les tresses, il te donne 10 000, tu complètes 50, 100 000 pour faire tes tresses. Ce n'est pas son problème. Quand même, il t'a donné quelque chose pour ça. Il se sent homme quand il sait que le matin, il a déposé même 3 000 francs sur la table. Même si tu as fait un repas de 10 000, ce n'est pas grave.
Gives him a sense of responsibility.
Quand même, quelque part, il a fait quelque chose. Mais dans le cas où c'est la femme qui a cette charge-là d'être le gagne-pain d'une famille. Disons la vérité, nous les femmes, c'est naturel. On ne fait pas exprès. C'est genre, tu veux bien être douce avec lui, mais on sait tous que les hommes, même il y a qui sont les hommes. Et dès qu'ils commencent à vouloir faire l'autorité, là, ça te fait mal parce que tu sais que, merde, c'est moi qui gagne, qui paye le loyer. Je m'occupe de la maison, je m'occupe des factures. Toi, tu es là, tu ne fais rien. Et en plus, tu veux jouer l'homme. Tu me dis, oh, va me servir, va me servir de l'eau, va me servir à manger.
That's what I think.
No,
seriously,
it's
general. That is the gen. I would like to say it is the general conception, but it's a matter of mindset. Just because there are family or there are homes where the woman is respectful to her man. It's the same thing like you say, a man.
Just like we talked about the probabilities being high and low, here we are trying to look at the strength of that home. How many homes, let's accept that depends on individuals.
That's true.
But how many homes will still stand strong?
Or no money, a woman makes a home. That is just it. That is the.
Même la frustration pour l'homme de savoir qu'il n'a pas cet argent peut
like I
faire en sorte que le foyer.
You can get married to a man who is a billionaire and you are not a supportive wife. And you don't bring out the best in that man. That man will always go out looking like an idiot. Not being sure of himself. Not knowing what he has. That's just it. And you go, like you mentioned, that the first person that complimented you was your husband. No other compliment that came for us. I'm just saying, not every other compliment that came for us really mattered than what your husband said. It gave you a sense of belonging, a sense of appreciation. I'm just saying.
Mine didn't matter. You said yes.
No, it's true. Whether or not you like it, when your significant other gets to appreciate you for what you do, trust me, you always know that you want to do more because there is somebody out there you're supposed to be making proud.
All right, DK Wadi, let's leave that at that, all right? And let's look at the topic the way it is on our screens.
Okay.
As a breadwinner, everybody is answering as an individual in this case. I beg, all of you are women. You will get married someday. You might not be now, but someday you'll certainly get married. But Madam Wami will be telling us her true, as they will say it. As a breadwinner, LDK, we are assuming you're married, right? Can you aptly cater for the family?
Yes, I can. Why wouldn't I?
Elaborate.
It is my happiness that's at stake here. If I don't cater aptly for the family, why my husband is maybe down for maybe 2 months or more, he might be sick. It might be a case where maybe he's not well, he's on bed leave for about 6 months.
Job,
he lost his job.
Was waiting for him ahead.
It's true that a better one might be waiting for him ahead, as well as it might just be his end time, maybe his retirement. You never know. So you're not going to kill yourself.
Untimely retirement.
Untimely retirement. That's true. You're not going to kill yourself, and they add more pressure to the man. You're supposed to sit and look for it. Like I made mention, instead of the woman getting to maybe start a business, you get to maybe finance your husband to start a business so that you both can get running. It is about your happiness, because if you have to maybe start quarreling every day in the house, what becomes of your children? What becomes of your home? You are a pace setter to other people, maybe young girls in your family, maybe in your church or in the congregation, the community, that always comes to you. And because your husband lost his job, you want to start trampling on the man. Somebody who has been there for you for more than 9 years, and then he's lost his job for maybe just 1 year. And for some men, they're even trying, maybe getting out of bed, going out there to look for jobs. Some of them even want to make sure that you're happy. Before you come back home, they have cleaned the house, cooked for you, and then you still come and you're complaining. God punish you.
Anyway, DK, leave the disadvantages as of now, but certainly we are going to look into it, because many women have broken their homes because they feel like, no, I'm at the top right now, and they'll even want to be at the top of every other thing, if you know what I mean. Anyway, Madam Wami, let's quickly come back to you. So let's assume, God forbid, our husband is working, all right, and he's the breadwinner right now. So God forbid he isn't. But if he has a problem today and he cannot do the things he normally does, he cannot afford for you, he cannot pay the bills, he cannot, can you take up the responsibilities and say, I have to do this for as long as it takes for you to bounce back on your feet?
Je n'ai pas envie de me jeter les fleurs, mais déjà quand je grandissais, même avant de me marier, j'ai grandi avec une certaine pensée dans ma tête de ne pas dépendre de l'homme. Même si je sais que c'est l'homme qui est censé prendre. Et vous vous rappelez, même avant que je me marie, j'avais l'habitude de le dire pendant nos débats ici, que je ne conçois pas l'idée selon laquelle la fille doit attendre tout de son mari. Ça veut dire qu'une fille, déjà en grandissant, même avant d'entrer dans son foyer, doit se préparer de telle en sorte que tu sois capable de te prendre en charge, que ton mari soit là ou pas. D'accord. Donc, en ce qui me concerne personnellement, si aujourd'hui, si demain, je ne le souhaite pas vraiment, mais s'il arrive que mon mari soit dans l'incapacité, n'est-ce pas, de pouvoir pour nous à la maison financièrement, je vais, c'est-à-dire avec toute la joie, en l'encourageant, en le soutenant, je prendrai la relève. Je vais tout faire pour me battre pour que ça tienne. Même s'il faille que j'aille vendre les arachides en route, moi, je serai prête à le faire. Pourquoi? Parce que je sais que ce n'est pas un homme paresseux. Quand c'est un homme qui est paresseux, là encore, je peux dire non, il est inadmissible. Mais parce que je sais que c'est un battant. Je connais ce garçon il y a très longtemps. Cet homme qu'il est devenu aujourd'hui, je l'ai connu quand il était encore un jeune garçon. Et nous étions même encore seulement amis. Et j'ai vu ce garçon se battre, pas seulement pour peut-être me soutenir de temps en temps, mais également pour soutenir les membres de sa famille. Un jeune garçon, d'accord? Donc je sais que c'est quelqu'un qui a en lui un esprit battant. Et ce garçon, ou alors cet homme qui est devenu aujourd'hui, est prêt à tout, n'est-ce pas, pour me rendre heureuse. Il y a des moments où parfois lui-même va se priver de tout, pourvu que j'ai ce qu'il me faut. C'est ce type d'homme. Alors comment est-ce qu'il pourra être dans l'incapacité peut-être de prendre soin de la maison et puis je me fâche, je croise les bras? Ça veut dire que j'ai rien compris. J'ai vu tous ces sacrifices depuis longtemps et jusqu'aujourd'hui je continue de les voir. Alors il est inadmissible que si demain mon mari soit dans l'incapacité de prendre soin de la maison, j'abandonne ou alors je... D'ailleurs, il le sait.
It's certainly true, Madam Wami, and I so believe you. Even though I still have some Jangsa and Maggie to add into DK's own pot of that same soup. We're going to find out about that later. Yes, sister, I just love that look. Whatever the case, let's carry on. So, Anne-Marie, you were in accordance with everything Madam Wami was saying. So, I'm not going to ask you the same question. I'm going to tap in from what she said. She made mention of the fact that some men are hustlers. Some men will make you see reasons why you should be there for them. But there are other men that will just relax and say, after all, I have an ATM waiting for me at home. Now,
from
sérieux, moi aussi.
All right, let's hold it at that. So, do you think some men are the reason why women refuse to be breadwinners to their families?
Bien sûr, parce que on va parfois observer des cas où une femme au départ de son travail, comment elle vient dire, chérie, voilà exactement ce que je gagne. Sauf que monsieur, lui, il va maintenant voir, toi tu gagnes déjà beaucoup. Vu que c'est elle qui fait la cuisine, elle va s'en occuper. Vu que c'est elle elle aime ses enfants, elle va devoir s'en occuper. À un moment, la charge commence à peser sur la femme. Ça fait que tu te retrouves en train de cacher certaines choses parce que tu vois que non, monsieur, il ne fait pas assez d'efforts. Comme Emilienne disait tout à l'heure, il y a des hommes paresseux. Paresseux à un niveau. Dès qu'ils sentent que vous pouvez déjà faire le moindre effort, justement, ils ne font plus rien.
They relax.
Oui, si tu as un homme tu vois comment il se bat avant de ne pas pouvoir assurer les besoins de la maison, forcément tu as envie de le pousser, de l'encourager. Que chaque matin quand il se réveille, qu'il a la force de sortir et d'aller chercher. Mais il y a des hommes qui vont te dire que non, je ne peux pas sortir pour aller gagner 2000 francs là-bas dehors. Je ne vais pas gagner quoi. Moi, je gagne souvent 500 000, je gagne 2000 francs aujourd'hui pour faire quoi?
Anne-Marie, let me just cut you there, all right? Now, I have this story. I wouldn't really call names, but I know somebody whose husband lost the job. Now, this guy was earning over $1 million plus. But then he lost his job at sea and was given the opportunity to work in a company within town where he would earn 300,000-400,000. And he said, no, I can't work for that amount. And guess what? The wife was not working. She had to sell things. She had to do all sorts of business in order to keep the family going. With that kind of man, how do you manage him?
That man is being pursued by ancestral spirits.
Yeah.
No, I don't even want to say go punish him. I said that man is being pursued, not his village people, oh, by ancestral spirits. If you know what it means, that's what is pursuing you. I don't want to say bad things to you, but just get up and start doing things. Don't come and be suffering somebody's child. That's wickedness. That's selfishness. It means that you're being egoistic and also very self-centered.
To be honest, that time that I looked at that man like, are you normal?
No, mais Solange,
is it that your village people are behind you?
No, it's not village people. It's ancestral spirits.
Stay home for more than a year, 2 years. You're doing nothing and depending on your wife. Meanwhile, you could actually help with hundreds of thousands. 400,000 is a company salary somewhere, and they want to give you and because you've been earning $1 million plus, you feel like 400,000 is
just continue the story small.
J'ai une question, Solange. Comment ça se fait qu'une personne qui gagne plus du million se retrouve au chômage et n'arrive pas à faire quelque chose? Qu'est-ce que tu as fait de l'argent que tu as gagné? Quel genre de femme tu avais à côté de toi? Parce que, oui, sérieux, parce que si je gagnais des millions, ton mari gagne des millions, madame, ton cerveau doit réfléchir. Il n'y a pas l'eau là-bas dedans. Dieu nous a donné la grâce. Dieu nous a donné la grâce. Tu dois faire que ton mari te fasse confiance. Une fois que ton mari t'a fait confiance, il va tout te dire. Maintenant, c'est à toi d'assurer la gérance et la continuité de sorte que le jour qu'il n'a pas d'emploi, vous pouvez faire quelque chose. Exactement, vous pouvez ouvrir une petite entreprise. Même si elle est trop, tellement petite.
It's like, trust me, I can vouch. Like 99.9999999.0 women will take 5,000 francs to the market and buy food stuff for 5,000.
I do.
Solange.
Every day.
You don't keep 100. No, when I say 5,000 francs, that's the money that they are giving that you had asked.
All right, I understand.
Yes.
Because the money is coming from somewhere now. But when I make my program,
when I say that, I think we should understand. When they ask like the budget for this week, you give your budget for maybe 45,000. Trust me, 15,000 is yours. And even inside that 30,000 that you say, that 30,000 is standard. You are still looking for means to deduct maybe 2 more thousand to add to the 15,000 that you already have. That's what the word helpmate in a woman comes in. If you know that your husband doesn't trust you with money, trust me, there is something that you always ask that man that he will give it to you fluently without asking, without thinking twice. You should use that means more to your advantage or for your own advantage.
Hey,
Both of
Petit
you.
man, thank you very much.
Oh, Solange.
When there are times that you talk, and I ask myself how many generations you have gone and come back for. But whatever the case, I just love you for that way. All right? No, Madam Ami, you have to understand me. There are times this lady speaks like a grandmother, and then I begin to imagine, okay, maybe this, you know, this thing that they say, a grandmother dies, and then when you give birth to a child, you name her.
No, I've not been reading.
So there are times that DK speaks and I just feel like, oh my God, this is a grandmother that has gone and come and gone and come and gone and come over and over. Anyway, let's leave it at that. It is afternoon. So, good afternoon and thanks for staying with us. And remember, this is lunch time. Most of us are on our tables. But guess, we won't be getting into DK's kitchen just yet. Oh my, we need a break. We need a breather. Let's go on a musical transition in order for DK to put the spices together. So DK, what are we having so you can gather the spices before we jump into the kitchen?
Well, we are having Gomez. We're singing for us both. Like what I'll be giving you later on in the day. Enjoy.
Gomez, baby, oh, baby, oh. Balenciaga, Fenty Prada.
ici. Bon après-midi.
African beauty.
Yes, African beauty. Well, African beauty, just like what you're gonna have in my kitchen, where you have the taste of Africa. Well, you're welcome. I missed you. I'm sorry you had to go hungry for a whole week, but trust me, I'm sure you did not just go hungry. You should have taken. I forgot. I would have sent in an information that you should do fasting. You know, spiritual feeding. You have been feeding the flesh too much. It's good that you also feed the spirit. And I'm not sure that.
Having water. Water is very good for the system.
Oh please.
Very important.
Well, if they were having water and
Because
the
that's
word
what
of
I was
God.
having. Water.
Okay, let's not go there. So you're welcome to DK's Kitchen, where you have the taste of Africa. And today I'll be telling you or teaching you or reminding you how to make salad dressing without mayonnaise. It's true that oftentimes we'll have to do it, and when you don't have mayonnaise, you get a little bit confused and somehow frustrated, like how am I going to go about this thing? So I'm here to tell you, stay calm. Pick up a pen and a paper and start jotting. What we need plain yogurt, we need virgin olive oil, we need lemon juice, garlic, that's been minced, you need sugar, salt to taste, black and white pepper, and parsley for garnishing. Now for the plain yogurt, we need half a cup of plain yogurt. We need 1/4 cup of virgin olive oil. We need 2.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. We need half tablespoon of minced garlic. If you cannot maybe really get to be patient to chop it into tiny little bits, please advise you to use a grater. Use bigger gloves so you can be able to grate it to have half tablespoon. We need 1.5 teaspoon of sugar, half teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, and a pinch of black pepper plus parsley for garnishing. How is it done? If you have to maybe make it thick, please, or maybe a little bit lighter, and you have to go with water, endeavor that the water is warm water so it can help you mix the olive oil very well. If you don't have to, maybe use a blender. Now in a bowl, you pour in your sugar and your virgin olive oil. You mix till you have a smooth, creamy mixture. When that is done, you add in your yogurt. You mix very well till the mixture gets into maybe a pale yellow creamy mixture. When you've done that, you add in your white pepper, you add in your salt and pinch of black pepper. You mix very well to taste. Now if it is too thick, please, this when you add in maybe a little bit more of your virgin olive oil, depending on how much you like virgin olive oil. For some people who want it to be a little bit more sour, you can also always use vinegar. Please, the white vinegar is always very, very important, and that's what I'll always advise you to use when you're doing salad dressing. You can drop in like a tablespoonful of the vinegar for it to make it a little bit more sour than you want. Maybe lemon and salt is not giving you the exact sour taste that you want your salad dressing to have, so you do that and you mix it very well. If you want it to be a little bit lighter, because as of now it will be a little bit thick, so if you want it to be a little bit more lighter, I'll advise you to go for warm water. Please, warm water, and you can go for 2 more tablespoonfuls of warm water. You mix that all together and taste. If it is good to go, for me to you is enjoy. When you've done that, the last thing you get to put in your salad dressing is the paste. Remember, I said parsley is just for garnishing, and if you're supposed to use your blender, please blend every other thing together without the parsley. If you do that, your salad dressing is just going to have a thick green texture, or it's going to be green. I'm not sure you want to have that. So if you're not using blender, that's good. If you're using blender, please don't blend with your parsley. Parsley is for garnishing only. So from me to you is enjoy.
Wow, that looks yummy. It makes me feel hungry. Oh, Looks very much like yogurt.
Yeah, it is, but it is a dressing. You can eat that with cake. You can eat it with fruit salad too, if you want, as well as
Fruits or vegetable?
Fruit salad as well as
Alright.
vegetable salad.
This one looks yummy.
More garnishing to it with
Gosh.
carrots and all.
Who's going to give me a treat?
Baby girl.
You know, a sister has been sick. She needs this thing to get back.
Baby girl, you don't need enough sugar, too much
Yeah.
sugar in your system.
Just
You
water
need-
is okay for you.
Yes, you need a lot more of
So water is okay for me. You girls are not nice, but whatever the case, thank you very much. I've learned a thing or more, and from us to you is
bon appetit.
alright. Good appetite. Meanwhile, I'm calling on all the gentlemen that are watching us as of now to let us know the challenges they face when their wives or their partners are breadwinners of the family. Let me take a few contributions before we in the house get to look at some of those challenges. This message says, they used to say what a man can do, a woman can do better, but that doesn't mean that the man should let go his responsibilities at home to ease it out. They should share it. The man does his and the woman same. By Marie. Thank you very much, Marie, for letting us know what you think. And this one says, good morning, nice program. She can, but will remind you always and tell you how you are useless. But honestly, a greater percentage can't do it. Lawrence from Douala. True talk, oh Lawrence. Most people will do it, but they'll throw it right back into your face. Especially in a situation where you are not putting in any efforts. Just like Madame Wami was saying earlier on. Some men will give you reasons to throw it back to their faces. Like, I'm making all the efforts here. I'm putting food on our table. And you sit there, you're doing nothing. And you're giving me orders. So I think it's a two-way thing. When we come back, we'll get to look more into why some women do that. Do men really push them into it? And then the challenges. This one says, my mom has 4 kids. She is the man, the woman, and my example to follow. She has always single-handedly taken care of us. We don't have everything, but yet we don't lack. From her restaurant business, she uses her head to aptly put things to check. So with that, I can gladly say women can do it. Hashtag feminist. All right. That's a good one, I must say. And this other one says, good morning to you all in the house. Auntie DK, you look wonderful. Aww. Melody from Kumba. Oh,
Thank
Melody,
you
this
very
is biased now. You don't say you all. It's only Auntie DK. That's not nice.
Thank you, Melody.
But whatever the case,
I
DK.
hope you're in today because I'm sure you people are respecting some rules and regulation over there. Please just keep safe and keep on sending your contribution as you watch my Media Prime. Love you.
Certainly keep on sending your contributions as you watch us. So ladies, let's elaborate a little more on the things that men do that will push their women to throw back insults at them before we look at the challenges that men face.
Hi, madam.
Oh my God, this girl is not nice. All right, DK, let's hear from you.
Well,
even you and Marie, please, you girls should not do this to me. Let's go with DK first.
The truth is the list is really very long. For a woman to want to aptly take up that responsibility, trust me, she has decided to set aside a lot of pride and put in a lot of sacrifice. And love. Yes, and you don't want it to be rubbed in her face, no matter what. As every man has their ego, a woman too has her ego. That's just it. Things like cheating, laziness, shouting. You don't do anything. You don't show any example. You're not only insulting the kids, you're using me. That's working for you to, as an example, to insult my kids. You stupid girl, look, you're dressing as lousy as your mother. Excuse me? You don't even know how to cook properly like your mother. Who said that teaching a woman how to cook is supposed to be done by a mother? Which book?
C'est ta mother qui t'a appris à...
Ne dis pas.
C'est comme pour dire que les mothers, on ne doit pas tout prendre chez mother.
This girl is not nice. It's
No,
true
I
that
think at times the truth needs to be told the way it is. We do not need to beat around the bush with the truth. Why?
true.
Because a lot of people, I might say majority of persons, do not like it when you say the truth to their faces. But the reality of it is they get to listen when you say it to their faces. Yes, they might not admit it in front of you, but going back to their private time, they get to think about it like,
true.
but this person said this. Is this really true? Should I change? Shouldn't I change? And stuff like that.
two things that will make a woman rub it into your face is one, you are disrespectful to her, and two, you are being lazy.
What about the situation where the man, every other time, because he's home, he's doing nothing, he just wants to eat and eat his food, eat and eat his food?
That's why I say two things that will make a woman rub it into your face. You're being disrespectful, and then secondly, you're being lazy. Because trust me, sex is something that is ordained for married couples. So whether or not there is money, sex will always come in the way, one way or another. That's true. There are a lot of people who get married not because they actually love the person. Maybe the person knows how to make love to them well. Some of them get married because they want to flee from fornication. Like, I don't want to live the life of fornication, or I want to be void of the sin of fornication. That's why some of them get married. But it doesn't mean that because we are married and we have to have sex means that you're supposed to be lazy. No, it's not supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to be lazy. And even if maybe you get to have one or two friends that are going to always get to talk some kind of negative ideas into your head, I'll be very happy if you respect me enough. Maybe it's something that I am doing consciously or unconsciously to put it down on the table and call my attention to it, rather than you just rubbishing it to my face, especially when you are in front of your friends. Trust me, it's really bad, it's heartbreaking, and it is annoying. Those are the kind of things that are going to push a woman to the world to insult
Gosh, this girl can talk for the world. Leave it at that, all right? We have heard you. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to take this contribution and I want to Madam Wami to comment on it. It says, yeah, a woman have to take care of the family because she's now the head of that family. I'm Dylan from Moliko. The question is, no matter how much a woman earns, can a woman actually be the head of a family?
Non, jamais.
But Dylan says the woman is now the head of the family.
Je ne sais pas, peut-être qu'il le dit, peut-être sous un autre angle, c'est ça, n'est-ce pas? Mais dit que la tête de la famille, le chef, ce sera toujours l'homme. Personne ne change ça.
Elle peut être l'épaule, mais pas la tête.
Ça c'est inchangeable. Vraiment, Dylan, si tu penses comme ça, c'est une grosse erreur. Bon, je veux croire que peut-être c'est dans une autre perspective que tu penses ça. C'est vrai que la femme est comme, je vais dire quoi? C'est elle qui est comme le soutien, oui, le roc sur lequel le foyer se tient. Ça, c'est si vraiment je mets Jésus, je sais que Jésus est la fondation. Mais je veux dire que dans un foyer, s'il n'y a pas une femme, la probabilité pour que ce foyer soit comme ça là est grande. C'est la femme qui maintient un foyer solide. Si la femme dit que le foyer ça va marcher, ça va marcher. Il suffit qu'elle se donne tous les moyens pour que ça marche. Là, sur ce point-là, je suis d'accord. Mais dire que la femme est la tête, ce ne sera jamais le cas. Même si cet homme-là est celui qui n'a pas d'argent et que toi, la femme, tu as l'argent, tu ne changeras jamais les choses, tu ne changes pas la position. L'homme-là reste le chef, quelles qu'en soient les circonstances. Dieu a fait ça comme ça et on ne peut pas changer ça. Maintenant, c'est à l'homme-là de reconnaître sa position de chef et de bien jouer son rôle, d'assumer ses responsabilités en tant que chef. Parce que la plupart des temps, les hommes-là perdent souvent leur autorité de chef parce qu'ils se comportent mal, ils n'assument pas leurs responsabilités et du coup, parfois, entre guillemets, la femme devient comme la tête de la maison, ce qui ne devrait pas être.
That is something men should take into consideration. Before I get the ladies to drop their feministic side a little bit, let me just say this. A lot of men fail to understand that responsibility is not just about finance.
That's true.
You can be married to a woman for the rest of your life and you're doing nothing and the world will never get to know about it as long as you are responsible in every other aspect. They say if you treat a woman right, she becomes a dumb. She becomes stupid. She becomes foolish to you. Now, if you have a man by you that will give you all, that will do everything to see that this woman is happy, but he lacks finance, come on. that woman will still love, cherish, and give you everything without his or her father, mother knowing that this is the situation of this home. So men, please do not be discouraged that no, women feel like now they belong in society and this is what they want us to do. No, as a man, DK earlier said it depends on individuals. As an individual, how do you treat your woman? Do you give your woman reasons to look at you and say, no, this is the only man that gets it right. This is the only man that knows how to make me feel right.
Most often, some men get lazy because of complex.
Yeah.
They're already beaten before they even get there. And before you know, they start getting drunk because the back of their mind they already feel like maybe she's any more than me, she's going to. That's somebody that you've lived your life with for more than 5 years.
Sit down and talk.
That's just it. Because you lost your job. Yes. For nothing.
Si peut-être je gagne 100 000 et quand elle gagne 500 000, dans sa tête, elle peut un peu penser que c'est elle qui gère la maison. Voilà, justement, il commence à devenir insolent parce qu'il veut te montrer qu'il veut s'affirmer. Pourtant, ce n'est pas ça.
Assumptions are not good there in every case. This is not just for the man. It goes to for every other person that is watching us. Assumptions is the worst thing that can happen to you. Always learn. Please learn to sit and talk. Learn to let it out. What you think is not what I'm thinking. What you feel I'm doing is not what I'm doing until we have talked about it. Let's talk about it.
Sorry, can I just say something?
Okay, say it.
I think another thing is advice from friends. Because that's the time when all those friends who have been hating your wife for nothing, they start giving you all the bad advice.
I think
and then you start having
we have
ideas.
already said it here that advice is a matter of choice. Let advice come to you like
you know, at that point,
what perfect example can I use? But personally, this is what I do when it comes to advice. If you advise me, I select what is good for me,
you know, there is a
and I
point
throw away what is not necessary.
There's a point in somebody's life when you are more vulnerable. That some things that they will tell you at that time sinks in without you even having the time to sit and filter those things. So that's
why we are begging partners. We have said this here. If your partner is too excited or too sad, do not take anything they say seriously as of the time.
That's true.
They will always sit and think and realize that no, maybe this was not the best time for me to say this, or I was not even supposed to say it at all. So put it at the back of your mind that in order to keep my home, my family intact, when my partner is too excited and says something, I might hear but not believe it. If he's sad and throws some insults at me, he does not mean it, and I must not take it seriously. Anyway, let's take a breather from that and get to learn a thing or two about lifestyle. When we come back, remember, I earlier asked the men to use the numbers on their screens to tell us the challenges they face with women that are breadwinners of the family. Yes, when we come back from lifestyle, we'll be looking at those challenges and then reconciliation methods in order to better our union. So it's time for us to go for lifestyle.
Coucou, bon après-midi à tous et merci de rester fidèles sur notre télévision My Media Prime. Merci, je suis sûre que depuis le début vous avez suivi la conversation et vous êtes certainement en train de participer d'une façon ou d'une autre, ou vous faites les commentaires chez vous à la maison, mais nous sommes ravis, n'est-ce pas, de vous avoir tous les jours comme partenaire de discussion. Nous échangeons avec vous et pour nous c'est un réel plaisir de savoir que vous continuez la course avec nous chaque jour. Alors, c'est notre rubrique Lifestyle et c'est votre émission In the House. Et comme je le disais tantôt, c'est votre télévision My Media Prime pour ceux qui se connectent à peine. Alors aujourd'hui, on va parler d'un sujet un peu de façon rapide, mais quand même, on va essayer de creuser un tout petit peu. On va parler de comment faire face aux personnes qui ont un esprit fermé. Vous savez, aujourd'hui, dans la société, on rencontre tout type de personnes. Il y a des personnes particulièrement qui ont un esprit super fermé, c'est-à-dire qui sont négatifs naturellement. C'est-à-dire que vous ne faites pas d'efforts, vous ne vous avez pas énervé, vous n'avez rien fait de mal contre ces personnes-là. Mais dès qu'ils vous voient, ils se renferment. Et naturellement, ils sont comme ça. Parfois, vous avez l'habitude, vous avez l'impression qu'ils le font avec vous. Pourtant, c'est comme ça qu'ils sont. Il y a une façon, n'est-ce pas, d'aborder ce type de personnes. Solange, ne me distrait pas. Il y a une façon d'aborder ce type de personnes pour être sûr, n'est-ce pas, que on va avoir une bonne relation. Parce que parfois, avec ce type de personnes-là, soit vous adoptez la bonne attitude et tout va bien, soit vous adoptez la mauvaise attitude et c'est la guerre constante entre vous. Donc, la première chose que vous devez savoir, c'est que si vous êtes face à une telle personne, personne négative, personne fermée d'esprit, première chose, ne prenez jamais les choses que ces personnes vous disent personnellement, comme si c'était des choses je sais pas, qu'elle envoie directement vers vous. Oh, c'est toi qui me dérange, hein? Je t'ignore. Fire. Alors, je continue. Donc, j'étais en train de dire que ces personnes, généralement, vont envoyer des paroles négatives parce que, justement, leur esprit fermé, leur esprit négatif, comme on dit, ce qui est à l'intérieur de toi, c'est ce qui sort généralement. Donc, si tu es quelqu'un de négatif à l'intérieur de toi, justement, de temps en temps, tu auras tendance à vouloir communiquer cette négativité autour de toi. Donc, si vous êtes face à une telle personne, ce qu'elle vous dit, ne prenez pas ça du coup au premier degré. Parce que si vous prenez ça au premier degré, vous serez choqué. Vous aurez l'impression que cette personne veut vous offenser, veut vous blesser, veut s'attaquer à vous, veut vous offenser. Non. Quand une telle personne réagit comme ça de façon négative, gardez votre calme. D'accord? Considérez que, ok, c'est sa façon d'être. Étant donné qu'elle a de la négativité ou de l'amertume en elle et qu'elle a l'esprit fermé, c'est ce qui se répercute seulement. Donc, ne considérez pas ça comme étant quelque chose de personnel. Parce que si vous commencez à rendre ça personnel, vous allez beaucoup souffrir. Autre chose qu'il est important de savoir, restez positif face à ce type de personnes. Pendant qu'elle essaie d'être négative, restez positive. Ce n'est que comme ça que vous pouvez l'amener petit à petit, n'est-ce pas, à diminuer son degré de négativité. Mais si cette personne est négative et que vous ne reprenez pas la négativité, je vous assure, ce sera la guerre. Hein? Ce sera la guerre. Ce sera tout le temps la guerre. Il n'y aura jamais de paix entre vous. Si je suis négative et dit qu'elle est toujours négative vis-à-vis de moi, c'est clair qu'on ne va jamais s'entendre. Il faut bien que quelqu'un apprenne à faire le revers de la chose. C'est-à-dire que pendant qu'elle est négative, j'essaie d'être positive face à elle pour qu'elle comprenne que sa façon d'agir n'est pas forcément la meilleure, qu'elle peut agir différemment. Mais si j'agis mal, elle agit mal, ça va continuer comme ça, et ce sera toujours la guerre entre nous. Donc faites toujours l'effort, n'est-ce pas, de rester positif face à ce type de personnes. Autre chose qu'il est important de savoir, regardez les choses de leur point de vue. Et comme je disais tantôt, qu'est-ce que ça signifie? Une telle personne, forcément, est quelqu'un qui a été frustré à la base. Elle s'est renfermée du fait parfois de beaucoup de frustration, n'est-ce pas, qu'elle a eu à subir dans la vie. Elle a eu peut-être à être frustrée, elle a eu à être maltraitée, elle a subi tellement peut-être de chocs émotionnels. Et c'est toutes ces choses-là, n'est-ce pas, qui l'ont amenée à se renfermer sur elle. Et tout ce qu'elle voit autour d'elle, c'est des personnes méchantes qui peuvent lui faire du mal. Donc, elle s'est mise comme une sorte de barrière, n'est-ce pas, et elle ne veut pas que quelqu'un essaie de rentrer dans son monde, dans son univers. Donc, pour n'est-ce pas, vivre en paix avec ce type de personnes, déjà, comprenez du coup que ce type de personne est frustré ou alors que ce type de personne a des problèmes ou des choses qui ont créé cette amertume au fond d'elle. Du coup, elles ne peuvent pas de prime abord être gentilles avec vous. Il va falloir peut-être du temps que cette personne arrive à se libérer, à libérer son cœur. Donc, cherchez à comprendre d'abord en vous rapprochant de la personne et en essayant autant que possible, n'est-ce pas, d'essayer de comprendre ce qui rend cette personne aussi négative. Ce n'est qu'en faisant comme ça que vous pouvez amener cette personne à s'ouvrir. Et lorsqu'elle s'ouvrira, vous comprendrez maintenant quelle est la fondation même, ou la base de cette chose qui la rend aussi négative tous les jours. Et petit à petit, vous pourrez désamorcer la bombe, si c'est ça la bombe. Autre chose qu'il est important de savoir, vous pouvez vous éloigner. Il y a des personnes qui ne savent pas comment gérer de telles personnes. C'est-à-dire que c'est tellement fort qu'elles ne vous supportent même pas. Dès qu'elle vous voit, elle se met dans tous ses états. Si vous ne savez pas comment gérer, si vous ne savez pas comment rester positif face à cette personne, si vous ne savez pas comment la prendre sans considérer ses paroles au premier degré, alors éloignez-vous tout simplement pour ne pas créer la catastrophe. Prenez vos distances. Ce type de personne, parfois, quand vous voulez même trop vous rapprocher d'elle, c'est les problèmes. Donc, autant mieux prendre vos distances, donc rester dans votre coin et observer. Quand la personne va se fatiguer peut-être de vous avoir malmené ou chiffonné, elle-même va se lever un jour et va revenir vers vous. Quand elle va se rendre compte que peut-être ce qu'elle a fait depuis longtemps n'était pas bon. Même si elle ne se rend pas compte et que vous pouvez vous éloigner pour éviter les problèmes, pour éviter la catastrophe, alors éloignez-vous. Si vous ne savez pas comment manager ce type de personnes, alors éloignez. Il y a des personnes qui sont de nature calme et qui ne savent pas comment aborder de telles personnes. Comment commencer la conversation? Comment initier un dialogue qui peut permettre à ce que cette personne s'ouvre? Si vous ne savez pas le faire, prenez simplement vos bagages, éloignez-vous. Restez loin de la personne tout en priant simplement pour que cette personne, n'est-ce pas, devienne quelqu'un de meilleur. Donc, c'était tout aujourd'hui. Quelques petits conseils face à des personnes difficiles. Dans chaque environnement, vous allez trouver ce type de personnes, que ce soit dans un milieu professionnel, que ce soit même en famille, même chez vous, à la maison, avec vos propres frères et sœurs. Il y a des personnes comme ça qui sont fermées d'esprit. Même que ce soit au niveau scolaire, à l'école, on a des camarades comme ça. D'accord? Donc, ça, c'est un peu partout. Sachez simplement que quand vous êtes face à ces personnes-là, vous devez adopter l'une des attitudes que je vous ai proposées. Ça va certainement aller. Mais si vous allez choquer avec la personne, ça risque de très mal tourner pour vous.
Quite insightful. Who has learned what? Pima, let me hear from you, because some of our English-speaking sisters are like, was Madam Wami singing or what?
No, it's not a matter of singing. Those are just little tips on how to...
No, I mean, like, they didn't understand.
Okay. Well, Cameroon is a bilingual country. You might not be able to speak, but at least you should hear. What if they are saying Tire and they are standing there?
This girl is not nice.
Well, I think she was just giving us tips on how to go about with certain people in our cycle. Because trust me, it said that there are 4 kinds of people: the phlegmatic, and all that. I'm sorry, I cannot really quote. But you have to be able to get to know somebody, whether they are your friend, or your pastors, or whatever, without all of those names actually attached to them. You are just supposed to, you are just supposed to know this person, know that this is the right time to say this thing to this person. This is not the right time. This is a person I can associate with. This is a person I cannot associate with. This one is supposed to be an acquaintance and not a friend. This one is supposed to be more than an acquaintance and maybe more than a friend. So you are just supposed to be able to know certain people. So what Madam Wami was giving, it was just tips on how to maybe caution you to keep safe, right? Like towing the line, making you to tow the line, to be safe, to identify people and their character. Yeah, it's to tow your line and be safe, because trust me, if you get to maybe get into my bad mood, especially when I'm in a bad mood, you don't want to get to my A list, trust me. Even if you say you're sorry, I will always still get back to you. That's just
small pepper.
What was that?
Well, I was just telling them, like, they're supposed to know how to tow the line so they don't get to hurt. Am I mad to threaten televiewers? No.
A brother out there now is thinking of how he was going to break the walls, and then you just scare him away. Excuse me, sister.
If he's being scared away, it means I was not really prepared, because trust me, every woman has her own package. So there might be somebody out there who is far more worst than I am. So don't think like, I should like that.
Think she's bad.
I'm not bad.
If you start talking of somebody being worse than you, it means you're already bad.
Baby girl, I'm not a saint. If I sit here to say that I'm a saint, I'm lying. You understand? I'm not a saint. There are times when, trust me, you fall short. Even if you try to pretend
where were we again? We were saying that
yeah, that should give disadvantages.
We're going to wear the man's shoe, alright? So right now, there's no woman in this house. We are answering men. Besides me, I'm neither a man or a woman.
I think I can.
So let's get to find out. What are the challenges men face with women that are breadwinners to their families, besides throwing it back to their faces?
The first thing, like I made mention, is the complex. When a man is already complex that the wife is earning more than him, it's already a big problem that can open way to many other problems, like tiny things that don't even matter, but before you know it, you're making a big issue out of it. Before you get married to a woman, trust me, like what Emily was saying, right? You have to know that this woman has prospect. When I look at you 5 years from now, you are going to be like a great journalist somewhere. Your career is going to be like this. You understand? No, I'm just saying, wearing a man's shoes, you understand? A man should be able to look at his woman and have a brighter future for her and see how he fits into that future and how he is going to be growth. No, not even observing her growth, how you are going to be a contributing factor to her growth.
The union.
Yes, because trust me, if you just sit and you observe her growing. That is where the problem comes in. Because you get frightened. Like she is growing and I am not growing. But when you are a contributing factor to that growth, it's like you are holding her hand and telling her, step here, don't step here.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. You understand? So when a man is with a woman, take it like you're holding your child, doing baby steps. Like, I believe in you. I know that you can walk without creeping. If you don't want to creep, baby, it's okay. Take my hand and let me hold you so that you walk along the way. Trust me, that man is never going to feel complex or threatened that woman is growing. And everywhere that woman is, like the way Madam Mami sits here and talk about her husband, whether or not, whether or not that man is not happy with her, maybe they have an issue. Those are the kind of couples that you see them telling them that I love you, I'm mad at you, but I love you. And she's gone. It's not that you people have talked about that issue. No, it's just that for that man to know that
I'm helpless.
Yes, I'm helpless. And in this thing, we are together. We are in it together. And
they do to me.
Whether or not you like it, a man like that, even if he does not have a job, even if at the end of the day he's maybe he has gone out to look for a job and he does not have those things, he knows the kind of woman he has. And there are some kind of things that I go to my second point, listening from outside wouldn't step in, because you already know the woman you have branded, you have worked with across the years. Taking stories from outside to bringing into the house, even if, like I made mention, you are at your worst point, being vulnerable, it will not have any foundation, no place for those things. Two things that are going to break your home.
You'll be like throwing water on a dead spark.
That is just it. So if men can be confident enough and happy, genuinely happy, holding their woman's hand across their career process, like their growth, they wouldn't have any problem.
Men, please, Q complex, very important. Q complex and stop destroying your home. We always say that yes, people contribute to certain factors, but we fail to look at ourselves.
That's true.
Remember, when a single finger is pointing out to somebody, the rest are pointing at you. So as much as you want to blame your woman for doing this or that, ask yourself, what am I not doing, or what have I done? That way you certainly get a solution to it. So Madame Wami, any other challenge men face you want to add?
L'un des défis majeurs que les hommes rencontrent lorsque la femme est comme le gagne-pain de la maison, pour moi, c'est d'abord la perte de l'autorité. Dans la plupart des cas, c'est vrai qu'il y a des foyers où c'est des exceptions où l'autorité de l'homme peut être conservée, mais dans la plupart des cas, automatiquement, l'homme perd son autorité. Pourquoi? Je m'explique. L'homme en général a son ego, et c'est ce qu'on a passé le temps à dire ici. Les hommes ont leur ego, ces sentiments de fierté là. L'homme ne supporte pas, même si c'est comment, il ne supporte pas avoir la sensation de ne pas être celui qui tient, qui commande. Dès qu'il sent que ce n'est plus lui qui commande, automatiquement, il est mal. Et sans s'en rendre compte, il veut démontrer son autorité différemment, et c'est là où il échoue, en voulant le faire mal. Oui. Parce que l'homme, naturellement, c'est le chef, et toute femme le sait. Mais lorsque tu veux déjà prouver à ta famille que tu es un chef, alors tu as déjà échoué. Ça veut dire que tu reconnais
tu l'es déjà.
Voilà. Tu reconnais que ton autorité,
qu'il y a un manquement.
Il y a un problème, et tu veux en ce moment-là te réaffirmer. Ça veut dire que quelque part, ton autorité a tombé. Ça veut dire que quelque part, tu as échoué. Donc, il y a déjà le fait que ton autorité, tu peux la faire tomber si ta femme est le chef de la famille et que, bon, je veux dire le gagne-pain, et que tu n'as pas su comment gérer ça. D'accord. Autre chose, s'il y a par exemple le cas peut-être des membres de la belle famille qui sont impliqués, mais qui sont au courant de ce qui se passe, tu perds ta considération vis-à-vis des membres de ta belle famille. Une belle famille qui sait que non, c'est notre fille qui prend en charge le foyer là. On va te chiffonner, surtout dans nos familles africaines aujourd'hui. On va te laver de la tête aux pieds. Ce n'est pas comme en Occident où la femme
ne salue même pas.
On va te dire, mais tu es venu manger l'argent de notre
fille. We don't know. Because when you make up and you're entering the bedroom to start saying shh,
that's what I said.
You won't go back out to tell every other person that no, we've made up.
That's true. That's why I say when listening from outside, because trust me, the Bell family, like she's saying, that's your in-laws, will be the first people to break your home. Will be the first people to say all manner of things.
So advise that girl.
Yes. about your wife.
Leave that man.
Some of them will even come and leave too, like.
lave pas les habits comme ça là qu'elle va rentrer porter quoi.
That's true. So.
Anyway, Anne-Marie, do you have something to add?
Honnêtement, je pense que c'est la frustration. Les filles ont tout dit. Vraiment, un homme qui est frustré, parce qu'à un moment, il a besoin d'avoir confiance en lui. Si sa femme n'est pas assez forte pour faire que il ait confiance en lui, pour tenir sa main et lui dire que même comme c'est difficile, je te soutiens. Il va tout de suite tomber dans la frustration du fait qu'il aura perdu son ego qui vient du fait qu'il prend soin de la famille, prend soin de toi. Tu es toujours en train de lui dire merci papa, merci papa, merci. Quand il a déjà perdu ça, vraiment, le gars est super frustré. Et une fois qu'il est frustré, ça commence à dandiner. Donc je pense que peu importe, parfois même, et on a des hommes qui sont parfois frustrés naturellement. Tu n'as pas besoin de lui rappeler que c'est toi qui prends soin de la maison ou quoi que ce soit. Il le sait déjà quelque part qu'il n'arrive plus à être le chef de la famille. Et à ce moment, il veut mal revendiquer cette posture-là qu'il pense avoir perdue. Pourtant, même quand tu vas lui dire quelque chose, il sera tellement négatif. Tu parlais des personnes négatives tout à l'heure. Tellement il sera négatif. Même si tu le regardes un genre, ou bien s'il te dit va me servir à manger, tu fais 5 minutes avant d'aller lui servir à manger.
Il va dire ok, c'est parce que c'est maintenant
toi qui apportes exactement, exactement. Si il demande c'est moi à manger, tu perds quelques minutes, il va dire ok, comme c'est pas moi qui ai rationné. Donc vraiment, si on peut les aider à éviter la partie de frustration, je pense qu'on aura des hommes.
Let's endeavor to avoid the frustration. I'll take 2 more messages and then we look at some other thing. This one says, good morning to you guys in the house and special greetings to you, Solange. Women naturally are cutthroat, so when placed with the burden of taking care of the family, it suits perfectly to their characteristics. But as a breadwinner, it comes with a lot of sacrifice because as we all know, you can never satisfy human wants. Speaking from my own personal experience, I have done one of such women in my family, and trust me, she is God sent. Dogima Roland from Bonaberry. Thank you very much, Roland. It's a pleasure hearing from you again. And this one says, good morning, beautiful people. It's Linda Euro. I'm writing from Tico Market. My mother took care of us since 33 years ago. My dad left us. She did everything to see us through school and provided our needs. And I even wore Xmas dresses till the age of 12 when things turned around for good till date. I appreciate and pray God gives her long life. Certainly God is going to give her long life. Amen. This is one of the things our parents need from us, just the word of appreciation. And it moves them to do even better. Anyway, we are a few minutes to the end of the program, but DK, before we try to reconcile this whole situation of the breadwinner of the family, I want us to look at this question. What do you think about the foundation they laid as a couple before the man's challenge of being jobless or losing his job? Because so far we have talked about this, we've talked about that, but I think if the foundation from the start was solid, it wouldn't crumble when things start going apart. So what do you think is the place of foundation in a situation as such?
Well, a place of foundation is not just for a particular situation. Marriage depends on the kind of foundation you built from your relationship before you got into marriage. Because trust me, if you built a foundation of maybe always flashing me, giving me flashy things, and before I say my head, babe, 50K, my nails, 20K, trust me, that's how it's going to be. And it's going to be very difficult for me to get to handle every other thing when you crash. But if you get to make me understand that, I think this money we should use it, or if I have to be disciplined enough to tell you that instead of you wasting such amount of money on me, I think you should maybe open a store and so on and so forth. So we are on the same page. I wouldn't need to run to you often. Like I need money for shoes or nails or my hair to be done. I'll also have my own pride as a woman. You never know. At the end of the day, if something like that happens, you can always fall back to running maybe that boutique. You know, it can be a boutique of a melange, both men and women. You never know. So for every relationship, the foundation always matters. What you start off with is what you're going to end up with, because you don't expect to start giving a child everything they ask for and then one day boom, you just stop. Trust me, the
I don't think it's a problem,
child,
but always make them understand that there is a possibility that you can eat meat today and tomorrow you will not have meat.
That's why I'm saying that once you start giving them everything they ask for, the one day that you're going to say no, don't be surprised that they call you.
The same thing. That's why I say it's important to give, but at the same time, make them know that there might be rainy days in the days ahead.
That's just is for the foundation. So if you don't tell them that, if you don't get them to understand that there may be rainy days ahead, and you just keep giving them,
and you're giving,
yeah, so
share them all.
That's just it.
Anyway,
you might find yourself in a
just
dilemma.
an advice to add to what DK is saying. All right, as a family, we are not saying that giving your best to your family is wrong. But when you're giving them, make them understand that there are days that it will be difficult, even though we do not pray for it, but make them understand. There are times that you should say, okay, if we've been eating meat every other day in this house, let me just be greedy a little in order to make these people understand that there will be days that there will be no meat. You might deliberately decide not to put meat in food. You might deliberately decide not to send your wife to the salon and say, no, you cannot be changing your hair every 2 weeks. Change it after a month. Change it after 2 months.
You lie.
That is...
You lie. If you have been married for maybe 5 years and I've been changing my hair every 2 years, you cannot change it.
Let's not even
say 5 years. Let's just say 1 year. If I've been married for 1 year and I've been changing my hair every 2 weeks. Don't forget,
we are looking at the foundation. We are looking at the very beginning of this thing. That's why we say that it's important.
Yes, when you say wife, right, it means that we have gone way too far. Say girlfriend, or not that it might be 2 months or 3 months.
DK, I'm not encouraging girlfriends. I'm talking about partners.
I'm very sorry. Let's face reality. You start from somewhere. Your boyfriend and your girlfriend.
I does not understand that I don't have time to do this argument.
No, we are not arguing.
Anyway, let's look at the last thing we have on our list before our time is up. Madam Wami, let me quickly come to you. How can we reconcile this situation of who should better be a breadwinner of the family?
Bon, je pense que la bonne fondation, n'est-ce pas, qui devrait être posée avant que tout foyer ne soit, n'est-ce pas, bâti, c'est la fondation selon laquelle l'homme est le chef de la famille. Et je veux dire encore que c'est pas parce qu'un homme a perdu son travail qu'il ne peut pas se battre, sortir là dehors, faire n'importe quoi. Il y a les hommes simplement par ego, par orgueil, refusent de sortir. Prends même un pouce, va pousser, d'accord? Sors là dehors, vends, fais n'importe quoi, fais n'importe quoi, fais n'importe quoi pour que au moins tu sois capable de donner 100 francs, même si c'est 1000 francs comme elle le disait. Au moins tu apportes quelque chose dans la maison.
I remember DK Wadi once said something that before or years back you realized that women were into this restaurant stuffs and it was quite industrious, but today men have taken over the business. So I don't think it's a problem for a man to do a particular thing because he or she has the mentality that this thing is for women.
That's true.
C'est très clair. C'est là où justement beaucoup d'hommes échouent aujourd'hui parce que dans la tête c'est que non, il y a une catégorie de choses qu'ils doivent faire. Ils ne peuvent pas se retrouver en train de faire telle chose. Je vois les hommes en train de coiffer, ils coiffent les femmes, je vois les hommes coiffer, je vois les hommes placer les ongles, je vois les hommes placer les cils, ils le font faire des choses extraordinaires juste pour avoir un peu d'argent.
Do just anything.
Fais n'importe quoi pour maintenir ta position en tant qu'homme, tout simplement.
Thank you very much. Anne-Marie, last word. Our time is up.
Du moment que vous n'êtes pas paresseux, tout ira bien pour vous. Je ne connais pas une femme, quand je dis une femme, c'est une femme de valeur, une véritable femme qui ne te tiendra pas la main, t'accompagnera et te dire, mon chéri, fais comme ça là pour que ça marche. Essaye de l'écouter parce que nous les femmes, généralement, nous avons 8 yeux. On a 8, les yeux là, c'est beaucoup. Donc quand on te conseille de faire quelque chose, il faut faire. Et croyez-moi, tout va bien se passer.
Learn to follow your woman's instincts. DK, what the last word from you, and then we can go back to our chat.
Okay, I have just one thing to tell, no, 2 things. First thing is for you to get rid of your complex, and second thing, let your ear remain within the 4 walls of your home. you'll be perfect.
All right, what an advice. At the end of it all, you see that the whole thing starts with you as an individual and ends with you as an individual, be you the man or the woman. And most importantly, remember the fact that the foundation you lay for your union is what is going to last. If you lay your foundation on sand, walk on sand. If you lay it on stones, walk on stones. Having said that, a big thank you to you all who made it a success. Until we meet again tomorrow same time, we leave you in company of Mr. Liu telling us, I am sorry. Tell your partner you're sorry for doing him wrong. You're sorry for doing her wrong. Learn.
Salatiel on the beat.
Ayo.